Exothermic welding, also known as CAD welding or thermite welding, is a welding process that uses a chemical reaction between an oxidizer and a fuel to create intense heat. This heat is used to melt the metal and create a permanent joint. In the context of grounding, exothermic welding is used to connect grounding electrodes to the grounding system, such as a grounding rod or grounding plate. The process involves placing a mold around the connection point and filling it with a chemical mixture. The mixture is then ignited, and the chemical reaction creates heat that melts the metal and forms a permanent bond. Exothermic welding is a reliable and permanent method of grounding. It is often used in applications where a strong and reliable electrical connection is required, such as in power distribution systems and telecommunications networks. Let's delve deeper into the specifics of this process. Firstly, understanding the chemical reaction involved is crucial. The reaction typically involves a metal oxide, such as copper oxide, and a reducing agent, such as aluminum. When ignited, the aluminum reduces the copper oxide, producing molten copper and aluminum oxide as a byproduct. The chemical equation for this reaction is typically represented as follows: copper oxide plus aluminum yields aluminum oxide plus copper plus heat. Secondly, the intense heat generated by this reaction, often exceeding 2500 degrees Celsius, is what melts the copper and any other metals involved in the connection. This molten metal flows into the mold, creating a homogeneous and continuous bond between the grounding electrode and the grounding conductor. This molten bond solidifies, creating a permanent and highly conductive connection. The mold used in exothermic welding is a critical component of the process. It is typically made of graphite or another high-temperature resistant material. The mold is designed to contain the chemical reaction and direct the molten metal to the connection point. The mold also helps to shape the joint and ensure that it meets the required specifications. Before starting the exothermic welding process, it is important to prepare the surfaces of the grounding electrode and the grounding conductor. This involves cleaning the surfaces to remove any dirt, grease, or oxides that could interfere with the welding process. A wire brush or abrasive cloth can be used for this purpose. Once the surfaces are clean, the mold is placed around the connection point and securely clamped in place. The chemical mixture is then carefully poured into the mold. The amount of chemical mixture used will depend on the size of the connection and the type of metals being welded. It is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully when using the chemical mixture. After the chemical mixture has been poured into the mold, it is ignited using a flint igniter or another suitable ignition device. The reaction will start quickly, producing a bright flash and intense heat. It is important to stand clear of the mold during the reaction, as the molten metal can splash out. Once the reaction has completed, the mold is allowed to cool for a specified period of time. This cooling period allows the molten metal to solidify and form a strong bond. After the cooling period, the mold is removed from the connection point. The resulting joint will be a clean, smooth, and permanent connection between the grounding electrode and the grounding conductor. Exothermic welding offers several advantages over other methods of grounding. Firstly, it creates a permanent and highly reliable connection. The molten metal bond is stronger and more resistant to corrosion than mechanical connections, such as bolted or crimped connections. Secondly, exothermic welding provides a low-resistance connection. The continuous metallic bond ensures that there is minimal voltage drop across the connection. This is important for ensuring that the grounding system is effective in protecting against electrical faults. Thirdly, exothermic welding is a versatile method of grounding. It can be used to connect a wide variety of grounding electrodes and grounding conductors, including copper, steel, and aluminum. It can also be used to connect different types of metals together, such as copper to steel. Fourthly, exothermic welding is a relatively simple and straightforward process. It requires minimal equipment and training, making it a cost-effective solution for many grounding applications. However, there are also some disadvantages to exothermic welding. Firstly, the process produces fumes and smoke that can be harmful if inhaled. It is important to wear appropriate respiratory protection when performing exothermic welding. Secondly, the process involves the use of flammable materials. It is important to take precautions to prevent fires when performing exothermic welding. Thirdly, exothermic welding can be more expensive than other methods of grounding, especially for small-scale projects. The cost of the chemical mixture and the mold can add up, making it less cost-effective than mechanical connections for certain applications. Despite these disadvantages, exothermic welding remains a popular and widely used method of grounding in many industries. It is particularly well suited for applications where a strong, reliable, and low-resistance connection is required. These applications include power distribution systems, telecommunications networks, and industrial facilities. In power distribution systems, exothermic welding is used to connect grounding electrodes to the substation grounding grid. This grid provides a low impedance path for fault current to flow back to the source, helping to protect equipment and personnel from electrical shock. In telecommunications networks, exothermic welding is used to connect grounding electrodes to the equipment grounding bus. This bus provides a common ground reference for all of the equipment in the network, helping to prevent noise and interference. In industrial facilities, exothermic welding is used to connect grounding electrodes to the building grounding system. This system provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, helping to protect equipment and personnel from electrical shock. When selecting a grounding method, it is important to consider the specific requirements of the application. Factors to consider include the type of equipment being grounded, the size of the grounding conductor, the soil conditions, and the budget. Exothermic welding is a good option for applications where a strong, reliable, and low-resistance connection is required. However, it may not be the best option for all applications. Other grounding methods, such as mechanical connections and direct burial, may be more cost-effective or more suitable for certain applications. Let's consider a few specific examples of how exothermic welding is used in grounding applications. In the case of grounding rods, exothermic welding is often used to connect the grounding rod to the grounding conductor. The grounding rod is typically driven into the ground to a depth of at least 8 feet. The grounding conductor is then connected to the grounding rod using exothermic welding. The resulting connection is a permanent and highly conductive bond that provides a low resistance path for fault current to flow to ground. In the case of grounding plates, exothermic welding is also used to connect the grounding plate to the grounding conductor. The grounding plate is typically buried in the ground to provide a large surface area for contact with the soil. The grounding conductor is then connected to the grounding plate using exothermic welding. The resulting connection is a permanent and highly conductive bond that provides a low resistance path for fault current to flow to ground. In the case of grounding grids, exothermic welding is used to connect the various components of the grounding grid together. The grounding grid is typically a network of interconnected grounding conductors that are buried in the ground. The exothermic welding process is used to create permanent and highly conductive bonds between the grounding conductors, ensuring that the grounding grid provides a low impedance path for fault current to flow back to the source. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines for the proper installation of grounding systems. These guidelines include requirements for the size and type of grounding conductors, the depth and spacing of grounding electrodes, and the methods of connecting grounding conductors and grounding electrodes. Section 250.52 of the NEC covers grounding electrodes. Section 250.64 addresses grounding electrode conductor connections. The NEC emphasizes the importance of using permanent and reliable grounding connections, and exothermic welding is often used to meet these requirements. For example, NEC Section 250.70 requires that grounding connections be made in such a manner that they are permanent and electrically continuous. Exothermic welds clearly meet this requirement because the weld creates a fusion of the metals. Furthermore, the NEC addresses the protection of grounding electrode conductors. Exothermic welds are often buried or otherwise protected, which aligns with NEC guidelines. In addition to the NEC, other standards and guidelines may apply to grounding systems depending on the specific application. For example, the Telecommunications Industry Association, or TIA, has developed standards for grounding and bonding in telecommunications facilities. These standards often specify the use of exothermic welding for connecting grounding conductors and grounding electrodes. Proper grounding is essential for the safe and reliable operation of electrical systems. A well-designed and properly installed grounding system can protect equipment and personnel from electrical shock, reduce noise and interference, and improve the overall performance of the electrical system. Exothermic welding is a valuable tool for creating permanent and reliable grounding connections. By understanding the principles of exothermic welding and following the relevant codes and standards, electrical professionals can ensure that grounding systems are installed correctly and effectively. Safety precautions are paramount when performing exothermic welding. Firstly, always wear appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE, including safety glasses, gloves, and a face shield. Secondly, ensure that the work area is well ventilated to prevent the buildup of fumes and smoke. Thirdly, keep flammable materials away from the work area. Fourthly, follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully when using the chemical mixture. Fifthly, never ignite the chemical mixture in a confined space. Sixthly, allow the mold to cool completely before removing it. Seventhly, dispose of the used mold and chemical residue properly. By following these safety precautions, you can minimize the risk of accidents and injuries when performing exothermic welding. Exothermic welding is not just a method, it's a process rooted in chemistry, physics, and electrical engineering principles. The reliability of the connection hinges not only on the quality of the materials but also on the skill and precision of the technician performing the weld. Regular inspection and maintenance of grounding systems are also essential to ensure their continued effectiveness. Grounding connections should be visually inspected for signs of corrosion or damage. Grounding conductors should be checked for proper size and continuity. Grounding electrodes should be tested to ensure that they are providing a low resistance path to ground. Any problems that are identified should be corrected promptly to maintain the integrity of the grounding system. The use of exothermic welding in grounding is continually evolving, with advancements in materials, techniques, and equipment. Staying abreast of these developments is crucial for electrical professionals to ensure they are using the most effective and up-to-date grounding practices. As technology advances and electrical systems become more complex, the importance of proper grounding will only increase. Exothermic welding will continue to play a vital role in ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems for years to come. In summary, exothermic welding is a critical process for creating permanent and reliable grounding connections. It relies on a chemical reaction to generate intense heat, melting metals and forming a solid bond. This bond offers superior conductivity and corrosion resistance compared to mechanical connections. Its applications span across power distribution, telecommunications, and industrial facilities. The NEC provides detailed guidelines for grounding, emphasizing the importance of permanent and electrically continuous connections, requirements that exothermic welding readily meets. Safety during the process is paramount, requiring appropriate PPE, ventilation, and adherence to manufacturer's instructions. Regular inspections and maintenance are essential to ensure the long-term effectiveness of grounding systems. Finally, continuous learning and adaptation to new advancements are essential for electrical professionals working with grounding systems and exothermic welding.